Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. On the AVAX chart, I'm at the moment still primarily looking at another low. That can happen in various forms. One such structure is sketched out on this chart where we come down to 1, 2, 3. This is now a wave 4, could go a little higher and then comes down in another wave 5. This is still something we need to have on the radar as long as AVAX has not broken out of this so-called descending wedge here. Yeah, so it's not terribly well defined, but we have 3 touch points down here, got 2 up there. That's normally enough for a wedge pattern. And yeah, a break out of that would have some bullish implications. It can certainly go higher short term. I mean, you can say, right, against that those swing lows here around $11.20, the focus could be on higher. Because even in the more, let's say, more bearish scenario, we could be looking at an ABC structure here. Yeah, that's just due to the bigger picture, still a likely option. So I don't really have a very attractive long trade potential here or so. We talked in the previous video about the idea that, let me take the white count of the chart, that we could be dealing here with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern where one more high has to happen to complete a 5-wave move. Now, this is still technically possible. We don't have an overlap with wave 1. I can count this as a wave 4. However, it would be a very deep wave 4 and it would need to turn around now against that 1236 level. There is short-term potential for a 5th wave. Is it reliable? Not really. That wave came down quite deep. That could form a 5-wave move up then. I mean, alternatively, we're dealing here with a 1-2, 1-2 setup. That's often wishful thinking until we see evidence or proof. More often than not, these so-called 1-2, 1-2 setups become diagonals, yeah, if not something more bearish. The reason why I say a 1-2, 1-2 is unlikely is that if I measure the first wave 1, go to the wave 2, this is the 1.236 extension of the first wave 1, completely unreliable. That a smaller degree wave 1 is much larger than the first one. So from that point of view, my interpretation is this is either a still unfolding impulse, even though I don't like how deep that came down. So it's not, again, it's not reliable. So it could be, the other option is we could be dealing with a diagonal structure. That's possible. But then again, also this one is not reliable, okay? We're always looking for impulses, high quality setups. But yeah, if we have the first 5 waves up, then we could be looking at a B wave pullback here. And then we can look at higher in a C wave. And this could eventually turn into something more bullish. I mean, this could also be alternatively then a 1-2 setup. And if I see 5 waves up, then I will probably make, I will then give it a chance and say, okay, probably the wave 2 was already in here, because then we can look at a 1-2 setup, a larger one. It still would need to prove itself, but the focus can then be on higher. So ultimately what I need to see eventually is one more high. We just need to be aware that even if we make 5 up, 3 down, that after this next rally then the price could break down again. So again, with altcoins, especially as long as they are in this uncertain situation here, I think regular profit taking is important. Stop losses is very important because it hasn't even, if I zoom out a bit, it hasn't even made a higher high. It hasn't even made a higher low. And yeah, the trend is clearly down on this time frame. So yeah, that's my update about AVAX. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.